So we gotta wait for the link to come through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Packers, man. I can't believe I missed that ice kick.
Yeah, I thought it was over already. I was like, man, hell of a win. Then I was like, oh shit.
Did you see the overtime?
I did, yeah.
That
What was
that
that
dot.
pitch play? Was that like a speed option?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was nice. That was like perfectly executed, honestly.
yeah. Rudd had been out for 5 weeks, so I was like, man, you better do something.
He played good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just need to get my defensive playbook, and then I'll feel more comfortable because I don't know anything in that. I think it's Baltimore's playbook.
All right, episode 5, Goat Talk League podcast.
Yeah, I think the Jazz are going to lose.
And then let me post the talking points in there for them too. So we said we're gonna start doing that, and I'll pin it. Pin message. All right, man. We are ready to roll.
All
What's
right.
up, fellas? We are live again. This is the Goat Talk League podcast. I'm here with my boy Pig. What's up, Pig?
What up, boys?
And we're excited, to bring you a quick pod on a playoff football Saturday, which is pretty cool. We're going to kind of stick to this, man. This is something we're excited about, something we feel like is going smooth. And, we got some things kind of planned for it today, and, we're ready to get started. But let's kind of start out with this Texans and Browns game, man. I know this wasn't a part of our script, Pig, but what an ass whooping, right?
Yeah, I mean, CJ Stroud is the truth, man, and they look legit, man. They were talking about on the commentary that the head coach D'Amico Ryans, he's like a team captain instead of a coach, so he's
Yeah,
still
I heard
playing
that.
just like on the sidelines, which that's awesome, man. Good luck to whoever they play next because they're playing awesome.
Hopefully the Steelers take care of business and we go to Baltimore, and then I think the Chiefs are going to win this game that's being played right now. They already scored at 7-0 against Miami. So if we beat if we beat Buffalo and Kansas City wins, they would play Kansas City in the next round. So in Arrowhead. So that's tough, man. That's a tough matchup, especially it's fucking
Yep.
negative 12 degrees there right now.
Yeah.
But man, we can go ahead and get into this. Let me post the talking points in here too, just so everybody can see in the actual stream itself. But yeah, we're gonna start out a little bit different. We're not gonna talk about last week's games much anymore, just so y'all kind of have an idea as well. We feel like the past is the past. We're in the current week of week 8. We're gonna look towards week 9, and really kind of dive in. Maybe in future episodes, if we have to touch on a specific game that already happened, we will. But we want to kind of just fire off our picks, for this next game, these next week's games, week 9. And if y'all have any different thoughts of the games that we're picking, let us know. Post your predictions. And I'm going to tell people right now, too, we are breaking down week 9 games. Pig, if you want to go ahead and kick us off, you can do the first one, man.
Yeah. So let me go into the lead schedule. The first game for week 9 is going to be the Dolphins and Chiefs.
Yep.
I don't know if this game's going to be played because, real life happens. Our prayers, our thoughts, and everything are going out to Vaughn and his family. And, man, take all the time you need. We need you back. We need your hot predictions. But life is bigger than the game of Madden. But if this game is
For sure.
played, I believe the Chiefs would, unfortunately, smack around Vaughn.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which
Okay.
apparently, since after advance there's no more trades, Chiefs breaking
Yep.
news is trading an old geezer tight end. So go get your geriatrics from the Jags and the Chiefs.
Yep. There's actually a trade. I don't know if it's breaking news anymore because it's actually in post trades right now. But probably league's best receiver, 99 everything. Justin
Mm.
Jefferson is not only up for trades, he's in a trade now. We have not actually looked at it too much yet with kind of the playoff games going on, but yeah, man, we might see Justin Jefferson on the way to Baltimore, which would be pretty crazy. But that's kind of a tale for another day. We'll see if it goes through. We'll see if it needs to be revised. But JJ is out of Minnesota. It looks like that's gonna happen.
So real quick. So if he does go to your division, how do you feel like the Ravens would? How do you think he would benefit from Minnesota to Baltimore with playing with Lamar?
Let's say that theoretically the trade that he has on right now goes through, which again I
Mhm.
don't know if it is. We got to look,
Right.
but he would lose two key defensive guys, man. So that would hurt his team a little bit, and he'd get a little bit more firepower for sure. I think Lamar and Justin Jefferson could be a pretty special connection. I feel like I'd have to play Apex a couple more times to see if yeah, he needs a weapon like that. But I mean that's a special player, dude. He's a dog, so I feel like he's gonna help any offense he goes to, even by just being out there. He's just that type of guy. Like
Mm.
you're looking for him to make plays, but we'll see. We'll see if he
Yeah.
can make something happen with it. But going back to these games, man, week 9, the second one that we have on the list is Thunder Crisp, which is the Lions versus the Green Bay Packers, which is OTF Roid Rage. This one, I want to say they've had kind of gone back and forth in the series through 4 seasons.
Yep.
If I have to pick, I'm gonna go with the Packers. I feel like he's coming off a tough loss to you, Pig. Congrats, man.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be a
The
little bit
nail-biter.
pissed off. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a real good game. I think he's gonna be a little bit pissed off. He needs the win, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with Packers.
The next game is my division, Commanders versus Eagles, or self-proclaimed goat, uh, Rocky or Tyrus or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, that's his government name, bro. Let's chill out on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So Commanders seems to be on a heater. Watching his stream now play
Yeah.
the Jags, and how his
What's that game
X-Factors-
looking like? What's the score?
Yeah, it's not close. It's
Ooh.
28-6 Washington.
Damn.
Hal has X factor so he can read the defense, makes it easier. So he's just crossers and throwing it deep to his big goof wide receiver. I'm gonna take Washington because the Eagles isn't that good. So
Okay, I feel it. Hey, well, next we got Ravens Apex versus Texans, which is Sick. Sick has been sick. I know it's a little pun we've been using the last few days. He is back though. He played his Legend League game just a little bit ago. So excited to see him kind of get back into form. He's already gotten 2 straight losses. I don't know if him and JP are going to be able to line up a time. Could be 3 straight losses, which would be tough. But we already know this guy's going to be there in the end when it matters. So I think in this one, this is a really good AFC team versus a team that's just looking for their first win in the Ravens. Give me the Texans, man.
So this next one kind of lines up, and then the following one lines up too. So this next game is you versus Rick, and then the
Yep.
following game is me versus Pipe. So I'm.
You want to call your shot on yours, and I call my shot on mine?
Nah.
Or you want to keep it as we're going?
Nah,
okay,
nah,
okay.
nah.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
So this man. So you just got beat like a redhead stepchild.
I just got my teeth kicked in.
Yeah, curb stomped by Goofy, aka Bengals Boosh.
Yep.
Man, I see this game probably going. I'm gonna go with you because Rick lost his offensive weapon, Branch, I don't know how long you was out for, but man, I see this
Like
game.
7 weeks.
Yeah. Sounds like my running back. Um, so I see you winning this game in a close fashion. I'm gonna say 21-17. You with a late
That's
touchdown.
that's pretty much in line with how our games usually have gone. I want to say he beat me in the last one like 13-10.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be something like that, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. All right, man, this is a big one, especially if you want to keep your season alive, Pig. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta
Hmm.
rattle off some streaks going, and you gotta just keep the the fire on. But next one's Cowboys, which is Pig, versus the Giants, which is Big Pipe. Big Pipe is playing really well.
Hmm.
I know he's in the power rankings. I know he has. I want to say he's 6-2. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but I think that's
Yeah.
his record. Yeah. He's playing really, really good. I think I'm not being biased here, fellas. I think Pig's gonna find a way to win this one. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a tight game. I just see you pulling it out, kind of in desperation mode. But we'll see, man. Big Pipe is playing well, and I will say both of you are people when you get down, it's almost like time to pack it in. Y'all are both kind of like that, so it's gonna be an interesting game, especially if one of y'all gets down quick.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to see what happens in that one.
Yeah. I'm glad you believe I can win because I surely don't.
Hey,
Next
old man
game.
said, "Let's go, Pig." Old
Yeah.
man's pulling for you.
Yeah. I love that dude. He won't remember that conversation, but let's go, old man. Uh, next one is the ex-girlfriend vibes JP versus Jags.
Nah,
Uh,
it's Saints Bucks.
oh, my bad. I skipped it. Okay. He still has ex-girlfriend vibes. Quit and come back, you know. Uh, Saints versus my boy Ray. Man, I hate to do this to my boy Ray, man. That game ain't gonna be close. Saints is on a heater
Yeah.
right now. He's coming from that division. Uh, yeah, he's like a shark in bloody water, man. Uh, I
That's a
think he
good
just got
analogy,
a
man.
yeah, I think he just got a big trade for Crosby and Adams. So he's got two vets on the team, but trying to build up that dumpster fire that we call the Saints. But man, they're good, man.
I agree, man. I it's again we're about at the midway point of the season. We're week 8, so we're almost at the midway point. It's gonna be real interesting once this thing really gets to the end where teams are fighting for them spots. Uh, that's a motherfucker people are not gonna want to play, dude.
Mm-mm.
Like, like he could end your season quick. So, and again, I really don't even know the guy to be honest. He's just good. All right, next we got JP, which is my friend, my homeboy in real life, versus Red Constant, the Jags. This is going to be a good one. They actually played, I want to say, 3 weeks ago. This is JP's only loss so far since he's come back, was to him. So this guy plays me scrappy too. I know he's getting his ass kicked right now by Commanders, you just said, but I think his style of play definitely matches up well with JP. Give me the Titans because the last one was real close. I think he'll beat them this time around. They'll split, but I would not be surprised if it went the other way.
Okay. The next one is H Town versus Moody. Not really much to say about this one. It's gonna be after 6 o'clock Central, and Moody's gonna win.
No, it's gonna be at 6 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah. Like searching at 6 p.m. Uh, uh, yeah. So, yeah, H Town, love the dude, love being able to trade with him. Uh, he makes
Nah,
it
I like the
easy,
guy a
but
lot too.
yeah, good competition. So I'm sure he's happy. And hey, you know what? He actually swept his division foe in the Lions
Yep.
this year. So good for him,
Kudos.
man.
Yep.
Maybe he can shot the world and beat Moody.
Hey, I feel it. I feel it. Old man said he's playing him right now. Must be in another league, right? I don't think it was Broncos Bears
Probably,
matchup.
probably legends.
Yeah, it could be Legends. Yeah.
Who's
All right.
Moss
Next
Attic?
we got that. I think that's Apex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. because he said skip talking about the Ravens. So, yeah, I think that's Apex. Next we got Bengals, which is Bush. Again, beat my ass this week. No more undefeated teams through week 8, which is pretty crazy. Versus Beezy, which is the Panthers. These guys are friends. It's going to be competitive for sure, but I will say Bush against his friends, he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't try, because he tries, but he gives his friends opportunities to stay in games. If y'all did not know that, yeah, it happens. So I think Bush still wins because he is competitive, but this one might be a little closer than people expect.
I need to befriend Bush. Next game is going to be Jets versus the Burner Patriots. Jets is going to win. Yeah, there ain't really much else to say. I don't really see Patriots doing much. And Jets needs to win this game because Vaughn said that he's going to come back pissed and ready to go. So,
For sure.
Yeah, so if
He
he wants
does
to
need to
get a little space, a little breathing room for maybe a future loss to Freddie or something, he can afford it. So,
Hey,
Jets
speaking
is
of
winning.
Fredo, man, we got Fredo here in the next one. Angel, the Rams versus Freddie, the Bills. Fun fact, not Angel. Freddie's only win season 1 was against Angel. His only win. So he's beaten him before. This one's in Buffalo. We'll see. I don't foresee him winning, but so give me Angel if I have to pick. Give me Angel. But again, fun fact, he has beaten him before.
Would this game be snowing yet?
Probably not yet. It could
No?
be. It could be. I don't think so. Not yet. I think that
Well,
usually starts around like week 12.
yeah, okay. Well, if it was snowing, I could probably give Freddie a little bit more of a chance. You know, that would fit his game plan better than just
Yeah.
good elements. Next game's going to be One Shot versus Seaway. If Seaway wants to keep up with potentially the top dogs in the division, he's got to win this game. And I believe Chargers just came off a tough loss towards Angel, and I think it was overtime. And they have to move back to San Diego. While they're
we're gonna make that
moving,
happen in the off season
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So while they're packing their shit, I think the Raiders might come out and snatch some stuff and win. I'll take the Raiders.
Ooh, I think that would move their record back to even. So that'd be huge. To 500. Next, kind of wrapping this up, the game predictions. We have Blood Blaster, the 49ers, who's lost 3 in a row, versus the Seattle Seahawks, which is obviously Willie, reigning champ. I think this one might get away pretty quick from Blood Blaster. I think he's just not playing as well as he possibly can now, which is crazy because he started so hot. But now, we got Willie, who has the longest win streak in the league. He's nice. He's playing well. He's doing good. We do have a comment here. Rocky T Baby, which is Tyrus, he said, y'all do call-ins. We do special guests every single episode, Tyrus. And we already have one picked for today. You possibly can be on a future one. But we already have who we want to get on this one today. Yeah, so give me Seahawks in this one. What we're going to kind of pivot into next, fellas, is we're going to start picking the game of the week on these episodes. We actually, we said Pig's going to do this one, and then I'll do next one, and vice versa. We'll kind of go back and forth. Pig, we kind of just talked about all the games, man, so what you got for game of the week?
So, I think this week it should be, there's a couple options, but I think the closest record-wise would be you and Browns. I think this game is, y'all both need to win. I mean, because Bush is out here handing L's, curb stopping people. So, if Rick wants to keep up with you and you want to keep up with Bush, then, yeah. So, I'm going to pick you guys, and good luck to both of you.
I like that. I agree. There was definitely some options on here. I'm curious what I have to pick from for game of the week next week. This is a tough one, man, for me. He's definitely beaten me more than I've beaten him so far in the franchise. I want to say we are 3-4. I want to say, and we played in the playoffs once. That's the reason it's an odd number. And I think it's 3 me, 4 him. I gotta stop the run, but like we talked about earlier, his best player is gone for this game. I think I can pull this one out. We will see. And I'm excited to continue picking these going forward and us kind of alternating. We're going to do something new. This is something that we have not done to this point. We're going to start looking at 2 divisions per episode. We might alter it as we go, but we're definitely going to do this for the next few episodes, getting through these divisions. And we kind of were deciding. We think the divisions we want to talk about in this episode is going to be the Wests, so the AFC West and NFC West. And we kind of want to break these down, look at each team. And the reason we're doing this is so everyone kind of gets their shine. We want to really kind of look at this and, just make sure we're talking about all these different things. And let me put this in the chat too. Talking about divisions. So let me switch over to it, Pig. I think we can kind of alternate. You talk about one of the divisions, and I talk about the one. You're in the NFC, so I want to hear your take on the AFC side.
Okay.
What's kind of your rundown with this AFC West?
Man, AFC West is pretty close. Chiefs lead it. They're 6-2. Broncos are 5-3. Chargers are 4-4, and Raiders are 3-4. So it's all pretty close. With a game or two in between them. The only teams that have a winning streak are the Chiefs. Old man, he started off hot, 5-1, and he's lost 2. Chargers, they just lost to the Rams, and then Raiders just lost to whoever he just played. I'm not shocked at the Chiefs for being where they're at. Last season he had a down year, and maybe he just needed a down year for like a retooling of the roster. But the shocker of this, and this isn't no offense, but old man being second place.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm super excited for him. I will say that it does seem that the AFC West defense isn't really playing defense. Points against are 136 for the Chiefs, 192 for the Broncos, 198 for the Chargers, and
pretty similar for the bottom
three. Yeah. So, but yeah, and they're not really scoring a lot of offensive points. But I see the Chiefs taking this division, and I'm gonna predict that the Chiefs are the only playoff team that come out of this team. Out of this
that's
division.
a hot take. That's a hot take because they've had 2 playoff teams the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So I like that. I want to say maybe even all 3 seasons. I
Yeah.
think it is because I think that One Shot played Vaughn in the playoffs the first year, and Vaughn beat him. So I think all 3 seasons so far they have had 2 playoff teams. Actually, one old man said he should have had the game against the Chiefs. Yeah, I was reading the chats a little bit. It's supposed to be a real good one, which means they honestly could have had the same record right now, or no, flip-flop record. Old man would have been 6-2, and Chiefs would have been 5-3 if he pulled that one out. So that would have been interesting. That would have been a huge win for old man too. I like your synopsis here, man. I think you're kind of right on the dot. I'll ask you a question, and we can do it on the other side too in the West. In the NFC West. We're looking at the Raiders. They're 3-4. Do you see any way? And we're not looking at their schedule right now, but do you see any way that maybe they could make a run towards things towards the end of the season, or do you feel like that's kind of foregone?
Well, he made a big trade with the Saints this year, like I said earlier, to get rid of Adams and Crosby. So losing 2 key guys like that is going to make that a little bit hard. But looking at his roster, he has a 95 overall. Josh Jacobs, he has Drake London, who's a superstar. I mean, he has some pieces. Uh, yeah, his kicker and the punter hit two of his better players, so that's never really good. But he has a free safety that was like the top player or top 10, but he's a normal dev, so
He was the best
that
player in the
sucks.
draft.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
an 86 overall rookie.
yeah, his quarterback Sam Weston, he is a normal dev too. So man, I don't know, but he's got 94 change of direction and 96 throw power. So I don't
Damn,
know.
the quarterback?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
has
yeah,
94 change of direction. Wow.
yeah. And his tag is QB of the future, day one starter. So I think he has potential, but he does have that 30-year-old Brandon Whedon, 2-year pro, uh, superstar quarterback with 99 throw power. So he can go either way. I mean, but 94 change of direction, I'd be RPOing all day long.
For sure. All right, man. I'm going to talk about this NFC West.
Yeah.
This is one of the better divisions in the league. They sent 3 to the playoffs 2 seasons ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ant missed last season, but he was 1 game out. So this is really a good division for sure. If I'm looking at these top 2 spots, I think both of them make the playoffs unquestionably. And these are friends in real life, man, and they are going to go at it once they play each other for sure. I think that's just a no doubt. They're 2 of the better teams in the league currently. We have the reigning champ in this division too, so we definitely got to give him his flowers. And he's a dog, and I feel like he has a good chance to do it again. Hopefully it's not against me this time, and hopefully I can actually be in the Super Bowl again and pull it out. But we'll talk about the North another day. But if I'm looking at this, if I have to pick the division, I think Willie will beat Angel in their matchup. I don't think they played at all this season. I could be wrong. I don't think they played this year. And if they did, then Willie won because his only loss is to Moody right now. So I think Willie will win the division. And I
Okay.
think he'll be the number 1 or number 2 seed once this thing kind of wraps up too. Just kind of throwing that out there. Yep. And it really kind of just depends on how Moody finishes too. I think they'll fight it out for the 1 and 2. I think Angel makes it as well. I think he'll be a wild card team. Blood Blaster, I think you're knocking on the door, man. I don't think you'll make the playoffs this season. I think you'll finish around the 7 or 8 win mark, and I want to say you had 7 wins last year. Ant, this is kind of omitted because he's not playing. We all know Ant's pretty good at the game. I think he'd be battling with these guys. I think he'd be probably a little bit higher than Blood Blaster, and have about 5 wins or so where Willie is. But they always kind of go back and forth. Ant always split with Angel and Willie. They never kind of swept each other. So this is 100% one of the better divisions in the league. That's kind of unquestioned. As I'm talking, Tyreek Hill just caught a long touchdown. There is a flag. We'll see what that flag is. But, yeah, I think that's kind of how this one will break down. One of the better divisions in the league, for sure. And if we're going to talk about the team that might be able to turn it around, again, we'll omit Ants. That would be Blood Blaster. I kind of just gave us a peek on that. I think not this season. I think, maybe it's a year down the road. Maybe as these teams lose some pieces, man. So, you have any different take with this one?
Yeah, so actually, we have a comment by the reigning Super Bowl champ,
See that?
Seattle Seahawks, and he says that he has a tough last 6 games. So,
Could you
he
pull those
plays.
up for me real
Yeah,
quick,
yeah,
Pig?
yeah.
Yeah, please.
So, week 18, he plays Blood Blaster. That's going to be a win. He plays the Rams. That might be a split. Then he plays One Shot. That's going to be a win. Then he plays the Rams. Ooh, he does.
Oh, so they play twice.
Yeah,
And
in
both
3
of
weeks.
those are going to be
Yeah.
gigantic.
Yeah. So, okay. So he said, so week 12 and on. So he, hold on, listen to this. He's on bye week, or wait. he has a force win against Ant now. Then he plays Blood Blaster. That's a win. Then he plays me. That's a win. Then he plays the Eagles. That's a win. Cardinals win. He plays the Chiefs. Then he plays the Packers, Angel, Chargers, Angel, Blood Blaster. So man,
Yeah, the end
you
is
might
tough.
be right. He might have 2 losses on the year. One being to Angel
Angel, yeah.
and Moody.
He would need Moody to have 3 losses though, if that's how it played out, because Moody beat him head to head. So I do play Moody in a couple weeks, so he would need help along the way. Maybe I can give it to you, man. I'm definitely trying to get that #1 seed this year. We'll see. And Moody, of course, is his record's going to be right up there too, either 1 or 2 losses, like we just said. But he was our first guest. We know what he can do. All right, next, we're going to actually talk a little bit more about these standings, but not looking at all the teams. We're going to go division by division. But what we want to do is kind of look at the hottest teams. And there's 3 with the longest win streak that are tied. And we're not going to give any record predictions or anything like this, but really just look and kind of break down, is it going to continue? I'll let you talk about your division, Bo, but we did just talk about Willie. It is going to continue. Willie's going to go to the playoffs. Willie's going to make noise in the playoffs. And if he's not the Super Bowl favorite, he's #1 in the power rankings. He's fucking damn near close. So this one I feel like we don't really need to touch on too much, but we both have a division opponent in here. What is your take on these Giants?
Shocking, to be honest. I saw last year he put up a good number on me, but we split last year. And he is just breaking through. He already has almost 300 points for this year, and that's pretty good, man. So I think that he's going to give Washington a run for their money. So
Washington
I think that
actually just commented and said Giants are a fluke.
Oh,
but...
okay. Well, hopefully Professor Oakley can do some brain surgery and figure out an offensive scheme to beat the shit out of the Commanders.
We got a little shit talking. Professor Oakley just commented back.
Yeah.
We'll see week 10.
Yeah.
I love it, man. So what do you think? You think this? He's 6-2. You think this is a playoff team this year?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think, man, see, the NFC is so much tighter now that Steve-O is in it, because even with his 4 or 5 losses that he received,
he started out 0-5.
Yeah. So like, man, I don't know. I don't think the Commanders are really that good. I just think that he has a really fast team. So I mean, he beat me on some bullshit at the end, but it is what it is. So
yeah.
We'll see how the Giants and I are gonna play.
Hey, I think it definitely could be a game of the week. Angel said that. I got to look at the other matchups. I think it could be a big game of the week because they're both playing well. If I had to think, I think he's going to make the playoffs, man. It's going to be tight, though, with other teams kind of coming down the stretch. To me, the biggest number you got to keep in mind is like 10-7. I think 10-7 usually will get you in. I think if he gets 4 more wins along the way, he will get in there. So we will see, man. And I love seeing new teams in the playoffs too. Angel just notated that. I think it's cool that we have teams that are being more competitive throughout the league. Another team that didn't make the playoffs last year is this guy. He did make it 2 seasons ago. He did not make it last season. This is the Cleveland Browns. He is 5-2. So started out 0-2, and he's rattled off 5 straight. I know one of those first losses was to Bush. I cannot think who the other one was to. But he just had his biggest win of the season. He just knocked off Moody, which was super impressive. That was Moody's first loss. This guy's going to make the playoffs, man. I think it's undoubtedly he's going to continue it. He plays me this week, so hopefully I can end the streak. But he is playing really well. He runs the ball probably just as good as anybody in the league, if not the best. He led the league in rushing last season. So I'm going to give him all the credit he deserves. He's fucking good. He plays good defense. He disguises things well. I think he will for sure be in the playoffs. I think depending on how this next game goes, with Bush creeping down our neck, like you said, man, I think we're all three going to be fighting for that division title. So he could be one of the higher seeds depending on how the division plays out. So yes, I think it does continue. Do you have any other feelings here?
No, I mean, I think this division's going to produce 3 playoff teams this year.
I agree.
So
3 of the 7 come from the north this season, fellas, and we got Apex on the way. It's loading up. All right, but what we want to do next, fellas, is something new as well. And I got to shout out Professor Oakley, actually, Big Pipe, on some of the suggestions this week. We want to hear y'all's suggestions, guys. We really take them into account. If we feel like it's something that's good for the league, we probably will touch on it. And the next thing I kind of want to talk about is, front runner for MVP. Maybe people who are in that MVP race. And we can look at these stats and awards right now. The award section is going to pop up next week, so we can actually see who is the front runner next week. But I think it's fun to kind of, look and see maybe who might be at the top of that list. We don't need to break down all these guys, Pig. But if we're looking at these different stat categories, let's see who's leading the league in touchdowns. Sam Howell leads in touchdowns, has a really high QBR, might be the highest in the league. Let's see from people who have played all their games. Joe Burrow's right here too. Oh, Howell's right here. He does. He has the highest QBR, most touchdowns. His interception to touchdown ratio is pretty fucking good. Let's look at these running backs though. We've had running backs win it lately. I wonder what kind of season receiving Etienne's having. Let's look at that because he could definitely be up there. He's leading the league in rushing.
Yeah,
One Shot actually said that. Receiving.
One Shot actually said that Etienne was gonna.
Yeah, he's gunning for it.
Yeah,
he's basically on pace for 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving. He already has the 1,000 rushing. So I'd say he has to be a candidate that's right there too. Let's see how much receiving yards Bijan has, because he's right up here.
Well, hey, real quick.
200.
Defense-wise, tackles for loss is Aaron Donald with 27, and he ain't even playing. And he has 7.5 sacks. So he has 45 tackles, 27 tackles for loss, 7.5 sacks. So
he's right up there for sacks again, yeah. He's fourth.
He might win Defensive Player of the Year again.
That'd be crazy. Especially with, off Sims, yeah. Hey, my boy TJ Watt's right there too, man. Alright, we gotta give him some credit too. Alright. He's the best. He's the best in the league. So.
Yeah. So bad that they had to postpone his game.
Yeah, right? They're trying to get him back out there is what they're trying to do. Let's say, like, if I had to pick two, I think right now, when the list comes out next week, give me Howell at the top. And give me Etienne second, and they might be flip-flopped. Do you have any different take?
Man, no. You
think that top's gonna play out too?
I'm gonna take Bijan.
Okay.
Because man, this league is biased towards running backs. I mean, what? Ritter threw 60 touchdowns last year and still didn't get it.
Yeah, hasn't won yet, yeah.
I mean, and I don't think Howell's going to keep up the pace that he's doing. So he played me twice, and I can't figure out how to play defense. So I don't know. I don't think Howell's going to keep up. If he has to play, we have to play the NFC West this year. So he's going to.
He already played Willie though.
Okay, he still has to play.
It was a good
Angel.
game. Yeah.
So
I feel you.
Joe Dirt, I mean, regardless, his defense is good. Like the players on there. So
you got Bijan as your front runner.
Yeah.
I like it. I think that's good. What I think we can do next, man. We're already at about the 40-minute mark. Go ahead and invite our special guest. Do you have him as a friend, or I can do it real quick too?
I mean, you can.
Okay, I'm about to get him in here.
Okay.
I don't know if they can see my friends. I don't know if you know that either.
No, it's not popping up.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna get him in here.
Don't you have to
We
have friends to
appreciate the
see it?
activity, fellas. We've had pretty much 10 in this episode the whole time. I know you have some questions ready. Our special guest did just join. I don't know if people saw who it is
Nope.
yet, but this is somebody who will get on your ass quick. He'll let you know how he feels. He's one of the funnier guys in the league, and he's not new to the leagues at all. He's been in our leagues for probably 10 plus years. I've known him for over 10 years for sure. He's one of my favorite players in the league. He's very consistent. Hopefully his season finishes a little bit better than how it's gone so far, even though I know he started very, very well. But we got my boy Big Beezy in the house. Mr. Come On Man. What's up, Beezy?
What's up?
Hey, I appreciate it.
No, and
Hey,
and
Beezy, check if your audio is on for me, please.
No, my bad.
Okay,
It's
cool.
on now.
Cool. Awesome. I appreciate it, man. I'm working on the intros. Yours is a little easy because, you're my guy. You're already getting some love from old man in here. He's saying Beezy in the chat.
What's up, man?
We're excited to have you, man. I see you sitting at that 500 record right now.
Oh,
Pig definitely has some questions for you. I know you were telling me earlier you came off a tough loss this week. What happened this week, man?
Oh man, this week. So last week, my quarterback, Mrs. Beasley, got hurt. So I had to pull out Bryce Young. He almost cost me last game, and he definitely cost me this game. And I did not. I couldn't run the ball. This Lions guy, I never played him. Never heard nobody talk about him. His defense played perfect. His stick skills was perfect. Like, he was juking me with fucking AR. That must have been a great trade for him. It was
get
crazy,
on your brother's
man.
ass for that one. Man,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I don't know. That's not my brother. I don't know the Eagles.
He's probably still
I'm
talking
not a
about it.
Rocky guy. Yeah, but he did great. I did horrible. Defense wasn't bad, but it looked like it.
I like you giving him some credit, though, even though you didn't come away with the win. I think it says a lot more about you who you are.
Because I can't lie. When it's Madden, I'm going to say it's Madden. But he was doing
It's always
shit too.
Madden.
Nah,
It's
not
always
this
Madden
game,
for you, Pig. It's always Madden for you.
It's always Madden.
I be seeing Madden. When I play certain guys, yeah, Madden just take over. But this time, it was just playing frustrated.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fucking stop Jamal Williams. He hit me with them play actions every time I'm blitzing.
Yeah.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah, J-Mo, he's
J-Mo.
went crazy, the whole time we've done the league. So I feel
I
you.
know. And
All right,
another
Pig, well,
thing,
yeah,
I don't
go
know
ahead.
this DB. Stop Calvin Johnson. He was shutting Calvin Johnson down. I ain't gonna lie
Oh,
to you.
shit. That's a first.
Uh-oh. So, BZ, welcome to the show, man. You're awesome. You are one of the favorites for me because you always are even keeled and you make shit funny whenever I'm so stressed out and yelling. First off, you had made a big trade with the division rival with the Bucks. You got Wirfs, you got Vita Vea. How has that trade worked out for you? Would
Shout
you
out
do
to
it
the
again?
motherfucking Bucks. I would definitely do that trade again 100 times.
Yeah.
BZ, I'll
100
actually give you a
times.
side token. That has been tabbed from some of the people in the trade committee as the best trade we've ever seen through the committee. Like, it was that good of a trade.
Hey, it was. I'm glad he was.
Yeah.
I don't even know what made him hit me up. I guess it was them 2 first-round top 10 picks.
Well,
I just had to let him know up front he wasn't getting both.
Yeah.
He actually had a trade with Washington for 3 first-round picks, and the committee changed it or whatever, and they wanted Washington to give a 4th, and he wasn't willing to do that, so that trade fell through. So then he went to you. So my next question is for you. Outside your top guys like Wirfs, McCaffrey, one offensive player, one defensive player that's kind of under the radar that you feel like is going to help you during the season.
Let's say Calvin's off limits as well.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Everybody know about Calvin. I ain't got to mention
For
Calvin.
sure.
But I'm gonna say when Mrs. Beasley come back.
Okay, that's the
That
QB.
quarterback, I don't. That quarterback is something different. And
They have
I don't
99 throw
understand.
power. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How long is Beasley out for?
Let me double check.
I'm looking
I wanna
right
say
now.
like
One more
4.
week, so
Okay.
he'll actually
Okay.
be back. She will be back after we advance.
Oh, then I played
Yep.
Bushy. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Okay, and what
And
about
on
on the defensive side?
Oh
Yeah.
man, I ain't gonna lie, Moody been playing really, really nice for me.
What position?
He's
That's the strong safety.
He's a strong safety, but I play him as sub.
So for context, y'all, this is someone that Beasley actually found out of free agency. For people who don't know, Madden always drops one gem into the undrafted free agents. This is a strong safety he picked up out of free agency that is a superstar, came with a superstar. He didn't develop into that, and he has 99 hit power, which is
99.
fucking crazy, yeah.
And
You
got
swagged him
nice
out. I
little
see
strip
that too.
fumble. Does, man. And he be
He has
hitting
the strip
hard.
trait
He be
as well.
making a lot of people drop passes, so I love him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That Okay, so what's your thoughts on your division? And how are you? Where do you believe you're gonna finish with the addition of Steve-O?
Pick, I ain't gonna lie to you. This year, I'm going for second place at least.
I love it.
Fuck Moody, fuck Steve-O. I'm coming for it. I gotta get in the playoffs.
I love
Okay.
that.
I feel like I was set up though, get a Steve-O ad up in here, but hey, it is what it is.
There was nothing to set you up, I promise. But dude, I probably asked 30 people for that if they wanted to hop on that team, and he was the only one that was like, "Fuck yeah, give him to me." So,
You should have gave that team to me. I would have at least had an excuse.
No. I actually
Nah, I'm
asked
playing.
for. I actually asked too, and they said that they were way too much work. So let me
Nah,
ask you this.
that team's ass.
I feel like the perfect person got him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this: who is a tougher opponent out of, say the teams are all even, between Ray, who is the Bucks, Moody, Falcons, and Steve-O with the Saints?
Hold on, you said
I think it's a
who
great
was Ray?
question. Ray's
Ray's
the
the
Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. Oh, definitely.
But
not
he
the
said
Bucks.
Ray, Moody. Okay, so
Definitely not the
Moody
Bucks.
and
Bucks not
Steve-O. Who's
bad.
the tougher?
Whew, I don't know. That's a hard one. Moody. Every time I play Moody, I feel like Madden takes over. Moody is good. Moody is in my top 6. And I don't know what order nobody's in, but he's in my top 6.
That's Blood
Steve-O
Blaster.
is also up there, so I psych myself out every time I play Steve-O. I don't even give myself a chance, so I don't know, man. That's a hard question. But I'm gonna take Moody for right now because of that team. But you said if all teams leave, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
All
I really
teams
don't
are even.
know. I'm gonna say
Who's the
Steve-O
better
Okay.
user?
Oh. Hmm.
Putting you on the spot.
Moody
man.
have better defense. Steve-O is better on offense.
Okay.
We actually just got a question in here from Rick. Who's your top 6 then? You just said they both fall in the top 6. Who is that top
Who's in my
6?
top 6? Okay, Moody, Steve-O, Jordan, Bush. These two, they're not 5th or 6th. They are like a tied number. Angel and Willie.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw Rick. My nigga Bobby would have
Okay.
been in there, but Bobby did what he went away from us.
Bobby did his Bobby thing, you know?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Bobby.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Not
that's
rest
my
in
top
peace,
6.
But yeah.
Anybody don't
like
like
that.
that, hey, whoop my ass.
Okay. Hotspot. Who's your bottom 6?
Oh man.
I know I'm there, so I can ask these questions. It don't hurt my feelings.
Piggy, you're not in my bottom 6. Like I feel like you underrate yourself. You
Oh.
need to start doing that. Number 1 would most definitely have to be Blood Blaster. I don't understand how he started out 4-0.
Yeah.
But I would
Florida,
definitely have to say Bloodbaster. Whew, man, you said 6. That's kind of hard for a bottle 6.
Let's
Alright.
make it like 3 or 4 then.
Okay, yeah.
No, hey, don't get mad at me, but it's definitely gonna have to be Pimp Dog.
Yeah.
6 and 2.
I'm just looking at the members' names in the list. Oh, H-Town, you my boy. I'm gonna have to throw you and Old Man on there. Y'all my boys, but I'm gonna have to throw y'all on there. The dude who told me eat a dick, him.
Who was that?
I want to say, was it the Dolphins?
Vaughn. He was Vaughn.
Okay.
Okay, real quick, 2 comments. Steve-O says, I'm 2-0 against Moody, so put that in chronological order. And then Packers says,
that don't matter.
Packer says, who would you want to play against this season if given a choice between Steve-O and Moody?
You said who? What was his question?
Packers says, who would you want to play against this season if you had a choice?
If I had a choice, I would play neither one of them. But I played both of them, so it don't.
You play both of them twice.
I played both of them
Yeah.
twice. They in my division, so.
So a third time.
Well, I done for a third time in the playoffs. If I was to make it to the playoffs, who I want to play? I'm not gonna say Steve-O, cause like I tell y'all, I psych myself against him. I'd rather play Moody, cause at least with Moody, I know I can get in my zone, and I can have a little decent first half. That second half, I always.
I love it.
And we actually have another comment from
Steve-O.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel that.
That
makes
for the
sense.
record.
Yeah. Steve-O said,
talk about
Apex,
that-
I fuck with you, but Apex is bad, he said. So,
Apex, he's not bad. He's been playing bad, but Apex is really not bad. I don't know what Apex be having going on. I think he'd be too focused on trying to get player of the week or something. And hey, Apex,
the
shout
TikTok,
out to you. I
the
like
TikTok highlights.
thing. I'm sorry
Yeah.
I stole it, but hey, that's your shit, and I like it. I'm gonna stay doing it. I'm even posting it on my TikTok now.
Hey, I love it. Hey, you got anything else, Pig, before we wrap up?
No, yeah, we need to get Apex in here so he can show us how to do all those nice clips, so then we can evolve.
Beezy said it's pretty easy.
Well,
Beezy was talking about it the other
It's not
day.
hard. You got a TikTok?
Nope.
Make a TikTok, and it's easy. The shit is easy. It's easy.
Okay. Well, hey,
So I have
the
a
one thing
question
I guess
because
okay.
I missed
Please.
the last podcast.
Mhm.
Did the Ray J's and the Moody come in the podcast? Did we find?
We
out
haven't done
they're
that
Moody or
yet.
not?
We have not done
okay.
that yet.
What y'all viewers think about that? Do y'all think Ray J is really Moody?
I don't even
Just for
know.
the
I don't
I'm
even know if
asking
most
y'all.
of the
I'm
league
asking-
even knows.
I want the league to know that's on the record that people
That is on the
saying
record.
Ray J's is Moody. I don't think
Yeah.
it is, but
I don't
what
think
y'all
it is
think?
either. Let's put it out there. We'll see if we can get some comments right now. But yes, there is allegations / a lot of thoughts that Moody is actually has another account in the league, the Patriots, Ray J's camera. It is not confirmed at all. I do not think it's true. Pig is someone that 1000% thinks it's true.
Oh, it's
So-
either him, Texans, or One Shot,
it's not sick.
or Jets.
I know it's not Texans.
It's
One
a burner
shot I
account.
can see maybe.
But I will say, just a little sneak peek, and we can go ahead and we can do a breaking news, Pig, whatever. We are gonna have both of them on soon.
At the same time?
For that.
Yeah, we're gonna do them
Wait
both at
for
the same
that.
time.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it soon, and we're gonna see if the
Can I be in
allegations
for the
are true.
episode too?
No, I
Maybe.
got
Maybe.
two or three people that I'd like to have on as co-hosts too.
Oh,
So-
and hold on, y'all. My bad. I forgot to say 6. My number 6 is I Shot Jay-Z.
Oh, Freddie.
Oh, Fred. Okay. Hey, Fred swept you in the Legend League, man.
Yeah. He won't do it next year.
That's our boy Fred.
Nah,
man.
that's
Love that guy.
I
to
love
death.
that. Hey, you
And
got
one
anything
last
else
thing
for
you.
Beasley? Yeah, go ahead.
One more thing for y'all close. So I want to hear some feedback about what y'all think about the Come On Man thing. Do y'all think I should keep it going? Do y'all
Yeah.
think I should do some little voice
Oh, the
videos
voice
with
would
it?
be hilarious, dude. I like it though. I think it's cool. I think that you definitely have good content on there and it's funny. It usually gets some laughing emojis. I think voice would be fucking so funny though.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
gonna
love it.
start doing that.
Yeah, I would love it. The last closing thing for me, check out the podcast channel and give us ideas, give us feedback, whatever y'all like. Check out the pick'ems, check out the Come On Man, check out the power rankings. We do this stuff
Freddie
for
just
you
said do the
guys.
voice too. So
Yeah,
All
do the
right, all
voice,
right.
Beezy.
I got y'all. I want to thank y'all for having me on.
Yeah.
for sure.
When is it, man?
We're gonna advance probably tomorrow. It looks like we're probably gonna have like 2 or 3 games left after tonight. We have a few more that are gonna get knocked out. I think we're sitting at 6 left right now, so we're looking at probably an advance tomorrow. Hopefully before the playoff games heat up tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be home too. But yeah, man, we'll definitely advance it soon.
What y'all think about them Texans though?
Hey, we talked about it at the beginning of the episode. They look fucking good, and I can't lie. I'm a little bit of a hater. I know I live in Houston, BZ. I thought they were gonna lose. They look damn good.
I know you did.
I'll
did.
give
And
them
I
their
told
credit.
you. I told you they was gonna fuck them up.
Nah, dude, that was an ass kicking. Like they had no answer
did.
for
Shout
the
out to
Texans at all.
D'Amico. Shout out to D'Amico.
Yeah, real shit.
I
I
hope
feel
he
like
be
that
coach
should
of the
have.
year.
I was just about to say that. I think that should have stamped it that he should be the coach of the year. To be honest. All right, Pig, you want to wrap us up today?
Yeah, sure. Guys, check out the other channels that we were talking about. Thank you for tuning in to episode 5. And tune in Monday so we can talk about this week. And boy, I'm going to talk about my game with the Packers. Because it was good.
Is it
All right,
come
guys.
on, man?
Yeah, it was a come on,
All
man.
right,
The ice
fellas.
pick.
I'm about to get on my shit after this. I got y'all.
All right, boys. We'll fuck with y'all next time.